Alright guys, so welcome to the unboxing video of the Milwaukee M18 Jigsaw. If you watched my other couple review videos, you'll know that if you are here for specifics, you are here for torque ratings and all of that stuff, go to a different video. I'm going to give you just a quick opening box, my first impression of this tool, and we're going to see what I think. And then if you subscribe next year, in 1 year's time, I will then review this again and tell you what my thoughts after 1 year. So let's open this thing up and see what I think. Okay, so first of all, let me just say I had to break out the instructions because I couldn't figure out where the LED cover apparently went to. So that's a negative right there. But I got it figured out. So this thing comes with two covers. It pops in. There's this guy right here, which is the LED cover that slides on. And then there's this protective one right here, which odds are I'm going to take off because it is the most rinky-dinkiest cover ever. It is very thin plastic. And then the other thing that I find really weird is it did not come with any blades. I've never known a saw to not have blades, so I have one handy. Blade changing seems very, very simple. So I'm going to be walking around this thing a lot. So there's this, oh geez, almost fell. This little guy over, stick that in. That's pretty cool. I like that. It looks like a variable speed situation right here. This plate seems very durable. There's a plastic coating on it, but that seems a lot durable. What happened with my last one, my last jigsaw, was I dropped it and I bent this, so it got out. Changing angles on it. There's a lever back here. You slide that over. That'll allow your table to move. What's really cool, and I think is much better than what I had before, is it actually has these little teeth back here. So you can take this and you can... Apparently you gotta take the light cover off first, but then you can switch to your angles. But it has one that snaps in. There it goes. So alright. So this thing can move forward and back to move you out of angle. So that's what it is. So it does lock you into a perfect 90 degree, which is what I want. And it actually tells you on the back, it does say some suggested angles that you will be cutting at. You do got to take this little cover off first, which isn't that big of a deal because it just slides on and off. And odds are it's going to slide all over the place. I can kind of get that feeling. Again, this cover is very, very flimsy. But you guys don't care about the rest of that. Let's see how this thing cuts. So this thing came tool only, and it came with a free, the sale I had a free 5V battery, so I'm guessing a 5V battery would be the recommendation. So I have a fully charged 5V battery. How she cuts. So what I have here is I have a piece of pallet wood. I don't know what kind of wood it is. I know pallet wood's a lot harder than just a pine, so this is a fresh blade, fresh battery. I don't know how to do this so you can see this very well. I'll do it right here. Let's give her a go, Joe. Cut like a jigsaw. I mean, nothing. What does this do? Okay, I just discovered the coolest feature that I didn't even know this had, but this is really awesome. So on this side right here has a blower system. Turn on and off. So it will blow out the front to blow the sawdust out of your pathway. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. If you've ever used a jigsaw, you know that sawdust gets on your line in front of you. That is flippin' sweet. Also, this is also called a splitter, not a LED thingamajig-a-do. And it's not a variable speed thing. It's actually a orbital. So, anyways, I'm really cool, like, blown away by this whole blower situation. So what I want to do next is I want to take a shape, and I want to see how easy that is to cut out. Alright, so those were my first cuts with the jigsaw. I cut this little shape out of some 3/8 plywood. I cut a 2x4, and I cut a pallet board so it's a little harder wood. Now, my first impressions on this are it is definitely a jigsaw. It definitely can cut wood. Um, I mean, there's nothing else special behind it. Does not feel underpowered at all. It had no problem cutting through the 2x4 with the 5-volt battery and the new blade. It feels really well made, like a regular Milwaukee tool. The base on it, which is why I had to get a new one, is because my other base I dropped and bent. This feels really, really solid. So let's talk about some of the options that I like on this. First of all, I really like this twist off thing to remove the blade. I really like that. That's really making blade changing easy. But it didn't even come with a blade. And I don't think I've literally ever bought a saw that didn't have a blade with it. Maybe that's just me. I found that weird that I didn't even throw like a blade in there to say, hey, buy some more Milwaukee blades. So that was kind of strange, but I like that. I really like that blower system that it has on this side. I didn't really get to see it much over there, and I'll tell you why in a second. But I really like that blower system. I think that's going to be awesome when it blows the air out of the way. Again, I couldn't use it, and I'll tell you why in a second. And I like the bevel in the back thing with changing the bevel on it, how it has those slots where it snaps right into the miter degree that you need, and it'll snap back right into a 90, which is really why I really needed a new jigsaw to begin with. But now let's talk about what I didn't like, and that is this cheap piece of crap guard that is on the front of it. You have this acrylic guard, and you have this acrylic splitter. Now, I like the light on it, but here's the problem: is when I had all this acrylic on there, that light was just glaring off all the acrylic, and I couldn't follow my line very easily because of the glare. Maybe that was just because of the shape I was doing or something, but I did not enjoy that. And that is the first time I've ever had a Milwaukee tool that I got out of the box and I said that I did not enjoy. So that to me was kind of crappy. I couldn't see the line I was working with, and maybe that's why the blower wasn't working right because of the guard. I don't know. Wasn't too thrilled with that is what I'm saying. But other than that, it is a jigsaw. It works, cuts wood. Now, if you are at a job site where you don't have power, you do a lot of construction stuff, you work away from the shop, and you're looking for a battery-powered jigsaw, I think this will be the way to go. It seemed to cut wonderfully. It's Milwaukee, so you know it's good. You know there's a warranty behind it. You know they'll stand behind it. If you are like me and you're in a shop where you are surrounded by electricity, would I buy this? Yes and no. Would I go spend $200 on just the tool? No. Would I go spend $200 when I get the tool plus a free 5-volt battery, which a 5-volt battery is $160? I did. Yes. I bought this tool because it had the free battery. Only reason I even bought it. I wouldn't have bought it otherwise. I don't think it's worth the $200 for me because I work and I use my jigsaw in the shop all the time. Come back in a year's time. That could completely change and I could say something completely different. So make sure you do subscribe because I will do a 1-year update on this tool. Now, again, I don't think I needed to go battery, but because of the fact that my batteries are getting older, I know they're going to start failing. I need to get a new battery. I basically paid an extra $40 and got a jigsaw. So I'm happy with that deal. The deal is very, very good. And I've seen the deal a couple different times across the different time frames. So check for that deal, and then I would get this. If not, and you have power, I would just go with the corded one. I don't even know how expensive they are. So I've always had my eye on this little guy. But again, it's a jigsaw. It's got some cool options. Check back in a year, and we'll see what I say. Thanks, guys, for watching.